Hi there, Crochet for Christ kids. It's Erin here, Ella's mom, and I wanted to teach you how to do your chaining. Once you've got your slip knot attached to your hook, you are ready to begin to chain. But before you start, I want you to make sure you say a prayer. You can pause the video if you need to and say a short prayer to get ready for this. When you pray, ask God for patience as you learn this new skill. It can be tricky sometimes. You can also ask for perseverance, which means help not giving up. So ask for perseverance. And also say a prayer asking God to bless the mother and the baby who are going to receive this blanket. So go ahead and pause the video and press play again when you are ready to start your chain. Alright, you should have your slip knot attached to your hook here. And if you don't, go back to the last video and figure out how to do that. And remember, you want it loose enough that you can slide your hook easily up and down. I'm going to hold on to the hook with this hand, and this is my hooking hand, and it's the hand that's going to slide the hook. And the yarn is going to be held onto with this hand. Your yarn all needs to be on this side of your hook if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be this way. Alright, I'm right-handed, so I'm doing it this way. I'm going to grab the yarn with my hand here, and I'm going to wrap the yarn just around my pointer finger. Alright, so you see how it's wrapped around there? And then I'm going to use my pinky here to hold the yarn at the bottom. And then I'm going to use my middle finger and my thumb to hold the tail. So you can see that I've got everything held so that I can slide the hook up and down. You're going to start by doing something that we call yarn over. Yarn over just means wrapping the yarn around the hook. And I want you to try it this way. I want you to try moving the hook, not the yarn. You're going to take your hook and you're going to move it across the front of the yarn and then bring it behind the yarn. So now you can see we've got our slip knot there and we've got our yarn wrapped around the front of the hook in the front. That's called yarn over. Now you're going to use your hooking hand, that hand that slides up and down, and you're going to grab that top yarn with the hook. It's going to get caught under the hook there, and you're going to pull it down through the loop. And that's your first chain. As you pull it, you can't hold too tight to the yarn in your fingers because you need to pull the yarn through your fingers as well. It's all going to slide through your hand. If you're holding too tight, it won't be able to slide. So let the yarn slide through your hand here. We're going to do that again. I'm holding on to the tail because if I don't, it gets slipped to the other side and we don't want that. Hold on to the tail, take your hook and cross it in front of your yarn, then put it behind the yarn so that you have the beginning of your chain on the bottom and then your yarn over on the top. Pull your hooking hand down to catch that top yarn and then pull it right through your loop and you have another chain. Alright, one more time here. We're going to cross our hook over, take it behind the yarn and pull it down. Always letting this yarn in your hand slide through so that it's not too tight. You may find that you'll end up with a very tight chain at the beginning when you're learning, but don't worry about that. We're going to work on loosening it up as you go. Just remember that this can't be too tight around your hook. If it's too tight, you're not going to be able to get through. Just give it a little pull and it should loosen up. Okay, loosen it up just a little bit. If it's too much, it's not going to work either. Loosen it up just a little bit. Cross your hook over, bring it behind, and pull down. All right? This is not easy for me, but for the left-handed kids, I'm going to just try it left-handed for you to give you an idea how to do that. So I'm going to switch my hook into the left hand. If you're right-handed, don't worry about this at all. And I'm going to wrap that yarn around my finger again. Okay, I'm going to hold the working yarn under here, and I'm going to hold my chain with this hand. Okay, then you are going to cross your hook over and bring it around and gently pull it down. And like I said, this is tricky for me because, whoops, I did that wrong. Cross it over and around and pull it through. So it's going to look more like that. You lefties are going to be better at this than I am. Okay, so hopefully that helps you. And you're better at using your left hand, so you'll probably get it quite quickly. Alright, I hope that helps you with your chain. Practice chaining, see how long you can make your chain, see how even you can make your chain. At the beginning, your chain might have some really tight stitches and some really loose stitches. It might not look very even, but as you get practice, you'll have a nice even chain that kind of looks like this. So good luck with it, have fun, and we'll see you next time.